Welcome to another Let's Play, this time of Megaman. Before we get started, I'll just get to the main menu. Just a few things to say. First of all, I will be using the pause glitch a few times because it's just a lot easier. So if you're not a fan of seeing that, then click off this Let's Play now. I don't want to offend anyone. Second of all, I won't be announcing different parts. I'll just film this all in one go because it doesn't take that long to beat. And I will split it into parts depending on how long the actual game takes to play. So I always start off with Gutsman. If you don't know, Mega Man, you can play any boss in any order you want really. When you beat a boss you get their power, and each boss is weak to another boss, or Robot Master as they're called. So basically Gutsman I like to start with because he's easy enough to beat with your normal Mega Buster. So yeah, this is Gutsman's stage, and I always find when I first played this bit was just impossible, and that's a thing I notice about these classic Mega Man games. The first time you play a level, it is impossible. It's not always the case, but mostly the first time I try a level I find it impossible, and then you just got to keep playing, learn the level, and then because it's always the same, the bad guys appear in the same place, all that, and then it's just I can breeze through some of these games now, especially 2 and 3. This one not so much. I need to use the pause glitch a few times, but I'll try to refrain from doing it. The Yellow Devil I will most definitely use it because I just can't be bothered to play it properly. This one's probably the most unique out of the 6 NES games because there's only 6 Robot Masters instead of 8. Obviously the first Mega Man game, this was intended to be the norm. These little balls, that one I just picked up, they're bonus balls, it's just score. And oh, I didn't mean to fall down that way. Spikes are instant death in Mega Man games. And obviously the health and weapon power-ups have different icons. So like they look different in the other games, but like I said, this is the first time I think it's hit of every level has one of these before the boss door. But I might die on Gutsman now actually, because I've not got much health. But oh, actually yeah, another unique thing about this game is, in the later ones you go through the boss door there, it's just a little corridor to the other door. Kind of point, I guess it's just so it's a respawn point, but on these ones there's enemies on the way, and also enemies respawn if you go off screen and come back, which is very, very handy if you want to. So say I want to get some more health now. I mean, I'll just go do one more run, I won't waste time. But if I was desperate for health, I could just keep indefinitely running up and down and killing them to get more health. But unfortunately it didn't happen there. So let's just fight Gutsman. Here we go. Gutsman, if he's going to appear, there he is. He makes you freeze basically, like that. Not freeze, that's hard man. Makes you sort of stumble like that. But if he jumps forwards like that, then it's just a normal jump. But if he jumps on the spot, that's when he throws a rock at you. So you've got to basically jump as he lands, and then, because if you're stumbling while he's got a rock, then I might die here. But his health goes down quite fast, so yeah, so hopefully he'll just keep doing that, because, alright, here we go, I'm going to get hit by that, there's no avoiding it. So yeah, I need to do better at my timing of the jumps there, just to get through. So yeah, so if he jumps straight up on the spot, that means he'll bring a rock. Oh, that's an extra life, that is very handy. And yeah, it's random what they drop. So he's dropped their health, but I've got health there. It's random, so you can grind for extra lives and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Some of the later games I will be grinding for, but this one's... that's it. Okay. So, see, you have to actually be pixel perfect on your jump really as he lands, otherwise you're gonna land while it's still shaking. And this is a much better Gutsman fight here. That's it, come on. That's it. Oh, come on, that's it. No, and he's hit. I thought I could do that without getting hit then. So imagine if I jumped properly there and not gotten hit by the... see, it's just that one little time I got hit there. That's unfortunate. So now those little balls I picked up get added onto my score at the top, and then Capcom on the second game obviously realised score is pointless in these games, so let's just not have that anymore. Let's let them drop something more useful. And they did. So that's Gutsman done. We're good with that. Okay, Gutsman is strong against Cutman. And so we're going to do Cutman, who has a pretty cool design. And I'm going to get 100,000 points for this, if that means anything. So just, there's a nice little demonstration straight away as to what Gutsman's weapon does, which is that. And obviously there's ammo at the top left when you get that, and that's what the blue things they drop. Fill up your ammo if you have the right thing equipped. So yeah, by the way, I'm playing this on the Wii Virtual Console version, just so you're wondering, so I can't do the fast switch that has on the Anniversary Collection. I've just got to play it. I'm playing it Wii Remote on its side, just normal controls, like an NES. So here we go. That one wants to open up. Thank you. I don't know if I'd die from falling down that pit or if I'll just go to the lower screen, but I don't want to test that out. Okay, pointless things more though, so I'll pretty much explain. So you basically fight the 6 Robot Masters, get their weapons each time you beat them, and then once you've defeated all the Robot Masters you go to Wily's castle and fight Dr. Wily, who is the bad guy in Mega Man. Basically Dr. Light's the good scientist who created you, and they created the Robot Masters together, sort of like Gutsman's meant to be a construction worker, Cutman, I can't remember what his job is, and so on and so forth. But Dr. Wily sort of like wanted to, can't remember what it was, like probably just says, oh, I want all the credit, and that's so he turns all the Robot Masters bad, and so Mega Man's now got to go and save the Robot Masters by killing them or something. Because I mean, I've read like the comic book version they did of this, and Mega Man's like, I don't want to kill them, but then but they obviously they're good guys really. They've just been brainwashed here. But I think the later games, they're Robot Masters created by Dr. Wily, and they're just evil. But the ones in this ones are good, that have been brainwashed or reprogrammed. That's the term, because they're robots. And I've heard recently that there's rumours of a Mega Man movie being made by Sony, I think. Was it Sony? I can't remember. But I would say Mega Man movie, would it work? I would say the only chance it would have is if it was animated. I mean, there was a fan-made Mega Man movie came out several years ago I watched, and that was, you know, alright, because it was only a fan-made movie. It wouldn't, you know, but I think they did an alright job. It wasn't the best thing in the world, but I mean, the guy playing Dr. Wily was too young for a start, but he was alright, I guess. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, if it was animated, then yeah, it might stand a chance. Video game movies don't tend to do so well. Okay, down here. And the music in these games are amazing, but just avoided that thing. Right, this is a longer level than I remembered it being, and I got hit there. Okay, Cutman is easy once you have Gutsman's weapon. It's just these, I always find these harder than the Robot Masters themselves. I just can't get past them without getting hit. It's like you can only get past them when they jump high, and they don't always jump high. So here we go. Gutsman is a very easy boss if you've got Gutsman's weapon, because there's 2 of those big rocks in his arena, and each one takes off half his health, so you've got to hit him twice with them. But hopefully I will actually hit him, so I'll get Gutsman going. Otherwise, you know, his health goes down too slowly for it to be easy. Right, so here's Gutsman. That's it, 1 hit. Oh, and I missed. Okay, I've got to fight him properly, because if I die now and have to restart, I don't think those blocks come back. Don't quote me on that, but actually his health goes down pretty well anyway. There we go. For some reason you've got to collect that. It's like in Castlevania, you've got to collect that orb once you defeat a boss. No actual reason why, but oh well. Okay, and now we're going on to Gutsman's good against Megaman. Elecman, for some reason, was the Megaman assist trophy in Smash Brothers, and not a bad choice, but questionable. I always thought Proto Man would be the assist trophy for Mega Man, because he could do that jumping, shooting attack he does, jump around. Oh yeah, these things, they just speed up when you're on the same level as them, but they're not too hard to avoid. Cuts, actually, these ones are a bit harder to avoid, so just cuts man's weapon, that's what it does. Simple as that. So let's go back to normal, so I don't know if I need it. Oh yeah, I do. Oh no, they're not there, it's the electricity now. Okay, so yeah, Elecman has electricity. Stands to reason. Oh, this is when we got to climb and these things go up and down. You just got to shoot them before they can shoot you. If they shoot you, you're falling off that ladder. And that ain't good. So up we go further. A lot of ladder climbing in these games as well. Oh, luckily, yeah, that was good. Okay, now we got another staple in Mega Man, the disappearing blocks. Oh, that's annoying. You just got to remember the pattern, really, the timing. Oh, that's it. So just so that, oh wait, there we go. So that you got to be above where they'll appear when they appear. So I don't need any ammo refills yet. Okay, and it's very important to do Guts Man before Man, even though you can replay levels, because there is a extra item in this level which you need to beat the game, really, because there's one room in Wily's castle that you can't get through without it. It's called the Magnet Beam. It basically creates platforms for you. So yeah, you're going to need to get that. So that way, oh come on, that one's, let's kill them all. Okay, luckily these ones don't reappear unless I leave the screen, so that's good. Actually, I think they don't reappear anyway. I'm not going to test that out, but cut again. Didn't actually read what this move's actually called. I just name, most of them I just name after the Robot Master, so I just say this is the Cut Man weapon. I know they all have their own names, but oh well. Oh, these things again. Before that one catches up. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, I outran one of them. Okay, this is where the Magnet Beam is, so obviously you're going to need Guts Man. I think you can destroy these things with Elec Man's weapon as well, but obviously I just picked up a... Okay. I just picked up one and it didn't disappear. That's fair enough. Okay, so that's that. Okay. That onto there, that onto there. Right. Are they going to shoot electricity at me? Like I say, you can go on the inside if you want, but I always prefer to go on the outside for some reason, even though it's a bit more dangerous because you can fall off to your death. But, oh well. Oh god, like that. Oh my god. Oh, I took a risk again there. Okay, here we go, up we go. Okay. Avoiding that. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, before it comes. Oh, that was split second timing. I'm going to need a health refill. There should be one down there. Oh no, that was in the last bit screen that was like this. Hopefully I can get some... Oh wait, there's no enemies in the bit before Elec Man. Oh, I might have to take a death here. This is another boss where you can use the pause glitch, because basically if you use Cut Man or Elec Man's weapons... Tell you what, I'm going to show off the Magnet Beam here to avoid this thing. Or not. Okay. I'm going to avoid it because I don't want to lose health here because I'm going to die anyway. That's how you use the Magnet Beam. Okay, Cut Man is strong against Elec Man. I think it takes 3 hits to kill him with the cut, whatever. In the other Mega Man games, especially Mega Man 3, I do know what the moves are actually called, because that's the game I played lots as a kid. Yeah, this one I never played until it hit the Virtual Console. I'd only ever played Mega Man 3, or even knew about Mega Man 3. I mean, I knew there must be a Mega Man 1 and 2, because, you know, there was a Mega Man 3. But I just never knew what the games were. But they're all very similar to each other. But here we go. And there's Gutsman blocks there as well. Interesting. Go on then. Do your worst. That's hit him twice there. It's basically when that cut thing hits him. Oh god, I only have one little bit of health left. That was lucky. When the cuts thing hit him, if you pause it, not to bring up this by pressing select, not start, and then just keep doing that, it will register it as another hit on him for some reason. But it works well enough. Okay. 3 down, 3 to go. Iceman. This is a very easy Robot Master fight. And with the magnet beam, the stage is really easy as well. Without it, it is a bit challenging. I don't know if I've ever completed this stage without... I mean, I could complete it, but you need a lot of patience. And I'm not the most patient fellow in the world, so I tend to be quite reckless in games, so magnet beam serves me well here. Okay. As you saw, I just jumped straight into that thing there. See, these penguins would be good for me because I need a bit more health. So I don't need like weapon pickups because your weapons refill after you beat a stage, but when you get into Wily's Castle, which is split into separate stages, they don't refill between stages, so you got to look after them then. That one. Okay, so I'm going to get that health power up. Thank you. That was a big one. That's done me quite nicely. There's more block puzzles now. This one's not too bad. Just got to get rid of Mr. whatever he's called there. I don't know the names of the bad guys in this. That's quite bad. I know the Mets, whatever they're called. See, I don't even know their names properly. Mentals, whatever people call them. Which I thought was sweet, but oh well. Okay. Okay, here I will use the magnet beam because I just can't be bothered to wait for this. Okay, now here you just use the magnet beam to get across this bit. You just hold it down long enough, it just sort of, but it doesn't last too long, so you just got to keep using and jump up. Fall down here to refill it. Hopefully you don't get hit. Otherwise you just got to wait along here. It's kind of tedious, that's why. Okay, now this extra life, which I can never get, I don't know how to land in there. You hold right as much as you want, but it's just not there long enough. Might as well fill this up. I think I'm right at the boss now. So I might need it to get over the big thing. There it is. I really don't like these things. I'm glad this is the only game they're in. I think they are anyway. No, Mega Man 3 had something big like that as well. But at least they're easier to kill. Penguin time. I don't need any help. Extra lives would be good now, actually. Actually, they won't. Extra lives don't. I'm not fussed about in this game. Okay. Let's get Elec on. I mean, this is just 3 hits as well, I think, so it's not too bad. And he's quite easy to avoid his weapons anyway. Right, unless he jumps. There we go. Oh, no, he hits me after he dies. Okay, fair enough. Iceman done. There we go. Right. So actually, it doesn't tell you what the powers are called in this. It goes straight to the menu, doesn't it? Whereas the later ones have cutscenes telling you like what power you just got. We're going on to Fireman now, which I think is the hardest Robot Master in this game. I cannot beat him very easily. Even like ice is his weakness, I think. Well, I don't know if anything else is effective against him, but I always use ice. I think that's the official order. I think in the official order, Bomb Man usually gets listed first, who's obviously strong against Gutsman, but I don't know, I always go for Gutsman first, I don't know why. Oh wow, that's it. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, this is kind of a hard stage, but once you see Heatman stage in Mega Man 2, which is the fire level in that game, this level's a walkover compared to that. I really don't like Heatman stage, especially the block puzzle bit. That's annoying. Okay, magnet beam to get me over there. Thank you. So save me having to wait for those things. Wow, I might just magnet beam myself throughout the whole game now. Come on, you can use the Iceman's weapon to get rid of the fire as well. Sort of like freeze it. Yep. Those sort of things. When you in Mario 2, when you defeat Fry Guy and he splits into little versions of himself, that kind of looks a bit like that. It's even got the same eyes, like it's a mask. Okay, this is way unique. So I don't know if there is a way to get through there without getting hit. So just do that. Simple. Okay, bullet bills now. I'm sure they've got their own names and they are designed differently, but they're similar enough to bullet bills that just call them that. Okay, actually they're just going to annoy me, so thank you. Oh, and it reappeared. Ah. Okay, oh, and I just glitched the other one into disappearing. Okay, that's cool. Oh, no, he's back. Thank you. Oh, God. Thank you. Okay, magnet beam. Let's fill that up, because I don't think I need cut anymore. So, yeah, these games, I've got them all on the Wii Virtual Console, but not Mega Man 6. I didn't buy that. I bought the first 5. But sort of like when Mega Man 6 came out, I sort of wasn't buying VC games much at that point. But I did buy it on the 3DS eShop, so I have played through Mega Man 6, completed it a few times. So I might end up buying it on the Wii U, just for the sake of doing a Let's Play, I don't know. But then the Mega Man Legacy Collection, I don't know if that's worth buying for me or not, since I own them all on here and on the 3DS already. So there we go. Basically, when Fireman shoots at you, fire comes out of the floor. So it's sort of like a bit. I don't know how to do this boss without taking damage. Then I don't know how to. As if it's possible to. I mean, I suppose people have done it without taking any hits. Yeah. Oh well, we'll see. I'll have a look on YouTube actually, see if that will let me give me advice. Anyway,